Today we are going over a large, huge store haul that I had for the month of June. Yeah, I got a problem. Let's talk about it. I'm excited. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Carlos. Thank you for joining me here on the Whiskey Corner. Truly appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out the video and checking out the channel. Want to get something straight out of the way. I love this community. Thank you so much for all your support. If you want to support the channel, the best way to do it is, if you're not yet subscribed, then subscribe, because that will really help me out. If you are subscribed, then you can like or dislike the video, comment below, and we do have a Patreon, so check out the Patreon. I'll put it here, but it's also a link in the description. And talking about Patreon, I have to give it out to Eric Gunderson. You are amazing, sir. Thank you so much for joining and being a Patreon. I really appreciate it. I keep getting so excited when I see that, so thank you so much. And guys, if you want to be a patron, definitely check out the link in the description. $3 a month gets you in, and you're helping out, especially if you enjoy these videos. All right, so let's get into this. We are doing a store haul video. We got a cheers here, an inaugural cheers, so as expected, cheers. That is so freaking good. Woo! And that's the first one that we're gonna get into. But first off, by no means is this a flex. Very far from it, because I think I spend too much money on whiskey, and I'm trying to dial it down. But this month, I was not able to do that, just because there was stuff that I haven't been able to get that I had the possibility to get now, right? So it just is what it is. But it's not a flex. It's just me letting you know what I bought it for, and hopefully if you see these bottles out there at the prices that they're out there, you know what's good, what's not, and what's a good price for it, right? So just getting that out of the way. First one that I'm gonna get into in what I drank there is from my man Big Vic at Big Vic's Backyard BS. Check out his live streams, check out his channel. I'll put it there or there. He's an awesome guy, and he was able to acquire this for me. This is what he calls Beam Tack. So it's from Jim Beam, but B-Tack, because it's that good. It is a Knott Creek single barrel. Cost me around 60, 70 bucks, something like that. But it is picked from US Liquor, and the dram code has the sticker, the dram code on there. And he loves this, and I can see why, because this is really freaking good. And I know now why he calls it Beam Tack, because it is good. Now, I didn't have to pay for shipping on that one, so thank you, Vic, because on one of his live streams, again, join his live streams, I joined a giveaway where I won a JTS brown bottle. So I don't find this isn't that much money, right? But I don't find this in Florida, and I've heard really good things. So I won this, and he sent me both, and he paid for the shipping, right? So it was actually really cool. So thank you, Big Vic. I freaking appreciate it. Now, for my job, I travel a lot, right? Well, I'm starting to travel a lot more right now. So it seems like every week I'm somewhere, whether it's in Florida or outside of Florida. With that said, if I'm in a new place that I'm not normally at, I'm gonna look at liquor stores, right? And see what I can buy. So I'm happy I did that, because in North Florida, I was able to acquire a Blanton's, and at 80, 85 bucks, I think, something like that. It didn't pass 85 bucks. I'm happy with that, because I need to get my 8 so I can spell Blanton's. Yeah, call me a tater if you want, but that's what I want to do. So I was also able to acquire an Eagle Rare. And if you saw my very sad short where I dropped my Eagle Rare, let me not drop this one, on the floor, I was very bummed about it, but then I was able to get this one for about 40 bucks. So happy for that for sure. Now, again, I travel for work, so I was able to acquire different things at different places. Now, I did do a personal travel, and that was to Georgia, and I was able to acquire 2 things in Georgia. One of them being a Booker's. You guys probably saw the review. If you haven't, go and check out the review, because I did a review, I'll put it here or here, of this Booker's. This is the Apprentice Batch 02 2023. And I like this, guys. A lot of people hate on it, but I actually like it. Go check out that review, and if you see it around there, maybe you'll buy it. Now, with that said, I also found one that I've been looking for a while. And I guess I could buy it online, but at a lot more money plus shipping, and I just didn't want to do that. But I finally saw it in person. It was the regular 70 something bucks that it normally is. Oh, by the way, that Booker's was like $99, I think it was. This costs like $75, $78, and this is the Penelope Toasted Series Bourbon. I freaking demolished this last year in 2022. Yeah, I probably drank this thing. I loved it so much. I drank it in like 2 months, and I've been looking for one ever since. Now, the one that I had was a Char 4. This is a Char 5, so the toast is heavy, so hopefully I like it as much as I did that Char 4. But yeah, I'm happy about this. Now, with that said, I was able to also attend some of these different whiskey tastings and stuff that liquor stores locally have going on. So you guys probably saw me going to Gaspar's liquor shop, and I attended a chicken cock tasting. Now, they gave this one, there's the regular bourbon whiskey, the rye, and then their new double oaked. The rye was good for a rye. The double oaked, it was okay, but it wasn't my jam, right? This one was probably the one that I liked the most. So I did buy it, and it was cool because this says To Whiskey Corner, and it has Greg Snyder as a signature on it, and he is the master distiller for Chicken Cock. So that was cool. Hopefully we'll have him on alive pretty soon. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that. At that same place for almost $300, I think it was like $280 or something like that, I had to buy, because it was a deal, had to buy Joseph Magnus regular bourbon. Right now, I don't have one of these because it finished and I just didn't replace it. So I was like, okay, I'll buy it. But this gave me, this was like what, $100 or something like that. But this gave me the ability to buy this bad boy, which is the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. Yes, I love this. This is one of my favorite bourbons, and I haven't tasted this batch, but it's batch 123. I have batch 108, and this is batch 123. So I can't wait to get into this. You guys know I love cigar blend, and this is gonna be really freaking good. Traveling a little bit more, traveled to South Florida, and I got some stuff. So I went to my regular spot, Primo Liquors, and I was able to acquire some stuff there. So first off, I acquired an Old Forester single barrel. So if you don't know, I have a single barrel here from Primo Liquors, which I freaking love. That is from Warehouse H, Floor 7. This one is a Florida edition number 2. They had their Primo Liquors, but it's not a Primo Liquors pick. I don't know who picked it out, honestly, but it's Warehouse J, Floor 6. It's 130 proof, so yeah, definitely needed to pick this up because that other single barrel was amazing, and I needed to get it, right? I needed to get it. It's just good. Now, in South Florida, I was also able to get a hard truth. By the way, that single barrel over there was the Old Forester single barrel. I think was $100 or 90 something bucks, a little bit under $100. So I also got a Hard Truth. Now, the reason that I got this is because I attended the Whiskey Encore meetup in St. Augustine. Mark Emenecker, shout out to Mark, brought this and let me taste it, and it was so freaking good. And I'm not a rye guy, so I haven't seen this in my area. So when I saw it, I bought it. Now, this is actually from Total Wine, one of their single barrels, but either way, I bought it. Primo Liquors had it as well, but I bought this first, so yeah, it is what it is. All right, so I went a little bit crazy with Smoke Wagon, right? So obviously Smoke Wagon put out their, their July 4th bottles in June, so that people will have it before July 4th. So I was able to get 2 of these. One I've opened, one I am keeping as kind of like a keepsake or whatever. But I like this bottle design. I try to get all of these every time they come out. I actually broke my Christmas one, but that's a story for another day. But I try to get one of those all the time. That cost me like 40 or 50 bucks, whatever that is, plus shipping. But I was also able to get their Blenders Select Rye Whiskey, or straight rye whiskey. Now, I know, I'm not a rye person, but yeah, I had to get this because it's a Blender Select. It got me, yeah. I guess marketing got me, and I think that was like 60 or 70 bucks, something like that. Again, plus shipping. All right, Chance Downs is an amazing person because he was able to help me out and acquire some things for me in Texas. He basically, I paid him for it, but he did the legwork and went bourbon hunting for me in Texas. So Chance, thank you so much. You are the man. Thank you, man. And he was able to acquire 2 things for me. One at a good price, the other one, not so good. But either way, I wanted it. And he got me this BEP, the limited edition from Maker's Mark for 2023. And this was like 65 bucks, which was a hell of a good price. Because here, I saw it like 2 weeks later after I got that, they were selling it for like 100 bucks. So I wasn't gonna buy that for that. So I'm happy I got that at 65 bucks. So thank you, Chance. And he was also able to get me a Booker's Charlie's Batch 01 2023. It was a little bit over. It was like 120, I believe it was. So a lot more than what I paid for that one in Georgia. But either way, I couldn't find this here or in Georgia. So I'm glad I was able to get this. Thank you so much, Chance. I appreciate you, man. Really freaking do. Lastly, I talk about this distillery a lot. Shane at Storytime Distillery. I became part of their Authors Guild, and if you don't know their Authors Guild, it's a membership that you join so that you have the right to buy one of their single barrels. And how it sounds, you're like, why am I doing this? But I kept hearing so many good things about these single barrels. The Port Night Rises, Friday at Fred's, the Port Night. I've just been hearing really good things, so I had to. And I bought for like 60 something bucks, plus the membership, obviously, a Friday at Fred's cigar batch. Now, this is amazing. Guys, I just got this a couple of weeks ago, and look at where it's at already. I think I'm gonna have to hit up, I think I'm gonna have to buy another one for when I finish this. This is like finished in cognac, but it's so freaking good. It really is. So shout out to Shane at Storytime Distillery. Well, guys, this is a long video, and this is my store haul for June. I know I'm gonna try to be better now in July, but it is what it is. That's what happened in June. Shout out to everybody that does join the live streams and has won on the giveaways and has actually participated in the giveaways. Appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much, and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this beam tack, and I want you to enjoy that whiskey. Cheers.